the occupation ends. Okay? And in the process, do they personally engage in heinous acts of violence? Yeah, of course. They have. It's ridiculous that that this kind of action is in any way, shape, or form associated with like the reasonable approach, like what the student movement has done. It's on the exact opposite end of the spectrum in terms of like productivity. It's not even like, this is just fucking. I mean, this is just like, this is violence for the sake of violence and nothing more. It's senseless fucking violence. That's it. Like, you're not. It is utterly directionless. Going to a fucking pro-Israel rally or going to a like free the hostages rally and dropping Molotov cocktails on like 87-year-olds is psychotic, dude. It completely fucking psychotic. Completely unacceptable. Not only is it inhumane and insane, it's also entirely counterproductive. That's it.
As an act of terrorism.
Like, revenge is not justice, okay? Also, revenge against other random fucking people is extra not justice. It is completely injustice. It is unjust.
8 people between the ages
I don't even think this dude is like an anarchist or anything like that. He was like a fucking 40, 50-year-old guy, dude. I think he's a person who is unimaginably frustrated and like lost his fucking mind. I mean, you're talking about a dude who took a shirt off to like try to, you know, use Molotov cocktails on a bunch of old people. You know?
The 52 and 88 injured. 2 airlifted to burn units. 1 in critical condition. A source brief tells ABC News one of the victims.
Yeah, from what I understand, he's an Egyptian national who overstayed his visa. Yes. And now they're going to fucking clamp down extra hard. Not only are they going to clamp down on, you know, people like me, apparently Jonathan Greenblatt is trying to say that, like, I'm responsible for this again, which is so insane. Dude. It's so psychotic. Like, the fuck are you doing, man? Again, yeah. Anytime any sort of, like, violence takes place against like a pro-Israeli rally or anyone out there, he just goes, oh, it's Hassan Piker's fault. Dude, what are you saying? What the fuck kind of psychotic nonsense is this? My number one op.
Is apparently a female Holocaust survivor. This video shows the suspect, according to an official briefed on the situation, holding what appears to be Molotov cocktails in front of a patch of burning grass, screaming at the crowd before being taken down by police.
He had 3 Molotov cocktails. One of them he threw inside of a group. At the group, and one lady lit on fire from head to toe.
There was a jug filled with the same stuff. I thought it was alcohol at first, but it smelled like gasoline. He was also taking this garden sprayer, basically, and spraying.
Every time a Palestinian is killed in the USA by some freak, do we now get to blame Greenblatt personally? Of course not. Like, of course not. Of course not. He has literally gone on television and been like, oh, if you're wearing a keffiyeh, it's basically a swastika, right? He says that without any fucking just cause whatsoever. And yet, when people who are wearing keffiyehs get fucking shot and paralyzed, like the shooter in Vermont that shot those 3 college students, obviously that's not Greenblatt's fault. You know what I mean? No one would ever say that. Because there's an overwhelming amount of, like, these things are not directional, okay? These things do not happen because of a singular person. Very rarely do these things happen because a person goes, oh, I got radicalized by this person and that's why I did it. Okay? It's a combination of systemic factors. Our social fabric is ripped apart at this point. Americans are insanely violent and insanely desensitized to violence. Part of that is because of all of the violence that we have subjected others to overseas, coming back around. all of the violence that American foreign policy creates for innocent individuals. No, I haven't watched Mountainhead, okay? Shut up about fucking Mountainhead. America's basically like a PvP on Grand Theft Auto lobby. But no, when someone who is pro-Palestine is subjected to violence, I don't think it's Jonathan Greenblatt's fault either, even though he does directly say things that would invoke a violent response that would urge people to take violent actions. It's also the same reason why I don't blame like Ethan Klein for, being detained by Customs and Border Patrol. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I'm losing my fucking mind right now. Oh my God. The AC is not shutting off. I'm so pissed. Oh, my whole family loves making fun of me for how much I love the AC and how much I turn on the AC, and now I can't even fucking turn it off. It's so cold.
People with this gasoline and fire and flames.
Authorities identifying 45-year-old Mohammed Sabri Solomon as the suspect apprehended on scene.
This has every single sign of being a hate crime. The perpetrator was waiting for people who were engaging in peaceful activity. It was a group of Jews from Boulder who were making a stand for freeing hostages who've been in prison since October 7th.
Overnight, the FBI descending on the suspect's alleged...
I muted, yes, because I was talking to my brother. I was yelling at him. He was making fun of me for not being able to turn the AC off. Holy shit, that was so cold. The American state has endorsed insane violence overseas, and this emboldens violent and antisocial individuals within America. Violence abroad has altered the social contract in the most destructive way possible. Yes. Dude, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to talk to someone from the flotilla right now, okay? Chatter. What is this? Court proceedings in 20 minutes? Yeah, we'll get to that when it happens. Hold on, let's finish
Residents in the Colorado Springs area, about an hour and a half from Boulder. The group, Run for Their Lives, meets weekly, ending their walk at this courthouse. Omar Shahar, who was leading the group, says he saw the man waiting for them before they were attacked.
You see fire under the legs of your friends in your community. You want to help them. And then this is when we all retreated and realized that he doesn't care. He's there to harm as much as possible.
Well, we're learning that the suspect was in the United States illegally, according to an official at the Department of Homeland Security. The Boulder County Jail database says the suspect is being held on a $10 million bond, in addition to a list of charges this morning, including attempted murder as well as murder. Now, we should note, according to police at least, that there have been no fatalities reported in this attack, but we are expecting more detailed, more formal information on these charges.
FBI says targeted terror attack on Colorado event for Israeli hostages. Yeah. Also, one other aspect of these kinds of like vigilante and I don't even want to call this like vigilante justice, because there is not, like, it's just a literally random unstable person behaving in an incredibly violent way. You know what I mean? It's like attempted fucking mass murder, basically. Okay. It's like beyond vigilantism. Once again, revenge is not justice, okay? This is something that I need to be very clear about. But outside of that, this is so perfectly designed for, one, the media cycle to immediately laser in on this. The dude himself is both Egyptian, I think he's Muslim, and a fucking undocumented migrant. It is so perfect for the Trump administration to basically kill as many fucking pro-Palestine people as possible by sending them over to seek God and forgetting about them. You know what I mean? It's just, it moves the fucking conversation away from what happened a day prior to this, okay, or the same day in the same fucking, bro, you are unhinged. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, it's terrorism, bro. You are unhinged. Dude, you are fucking stupid. You are not listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth. You are just in here to be like, Hassan thinks this is based. There's never been a moment where I've said this is based, okay? But you're not even listening, because if you were, you would understand that, no, of course this is a fucking completely unacceptable, insane act of fucking violence, you dumbass. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Fuck. What's wrong with these people, bro? I swear to God, everything. You're so deeply unserious that you look at a situation where a dude almost fucking lit a bunch of like old Jewish people on fire. Okay. Luckily, nobody died. And this motherfucker's first thing is, let me go farm some clips off of my favorite, like off of my least favorite content creator at the behest of my favorite content creator.
Here at this outdoor pedestrian mall in Boulder, people being set on fire. Officers rushing to the scene in Boulder, Colorado around 1:30 Sunday afternoon after receiving calls.
Yeah, he did. Great job for this guy. Fucking almost lit a dude who I guess survived the fucking Holocaust on fire. What are we doing? What the fuck are you talking about? Are you insane? Like 87-year-old Jewish dude who like, or Jewish woman who fucking survived the Holocaust getting lit on fire. Not exactly great, you know? Are you insane? Yeah, this is like, there are a lot of instances of direct action that is valid, valuable, reasonable, okay? This is not even in the range of appropriate behavior. Get the fuck out of here. No one is actually even supporting it. Someone just like tried to say some dumb shit and I immediately clamped on it.
Of people being set on fire.
There's multiple mixed reports about if people are on fire now. We're getting lots of 911 calls.
Police responding to a suspect armed with what officials say was a makeshift flamethrower who allegedly threw an incendiary device into the crowd. Witnesses say he yelled, "Free Palestine," during the attack.
I've never seen anything like this before in my entire life. It was absolutely gruesome.
The FBI investigating what they're calling a targeted attack on a group of peaceful demonstrators who were raising awareness on the remaining Israeli hostages in Gaza.
It is clear that this is a targeted act of violence, and the FBI is investigating
Why do you
this.
think they're doing this? Is it because people feel increasingly desperate? Because nothing they do changes the government's course? I think that's part of it, but like, we're in America, man. We're in the United States of America. What do you think? People are fucking insane here, okay? America is a uniquely violent country, and I think a lot of people just kind of forget how, again, uniquely violent of a nation this is, okay? Wait, hold on. Like, there is a reason why the Palestinian movement, like, or Hamas, for example, has never had an instance of violence outside of the territory of historic Palestine. I talked about this when the embassy shooting happened, because they are laser focused on a singular goal. They are laser focused on a singular goal of ensuring that